On this fish, Barty and I are cranking up the Yamaha, heading back into the pelorus sounds to chase some big sound snapper. The sounds can be a hard place to fish due to the ever-changing wind patterns and tides, and we have failed and bailed a number of times if you've seen on past episodes. So this venture is more than likely to yield a heaping helping of humility. Welcome back. Me and Barty have just got back down to Kena, Peru, and it is carnage down here. There's boats everywhere. We launched on a real low tide, so that was a bit of a debacle. There's not much jetty space. You can only fit one boat on each side. It is 31 degrees here in Kena, Peru, and we're just making our way out now. This guy's going to move a bit to the right, otherwise he's going to hit these three coming in. Yeah, after our failed trip the other night with me and Shanos, that wind just didn't play ball. It just got up, and now getting down here we've got that nor'wester coming in too, but it is meant to die off this evening, but me and Barty are just going to battle it out anyway. We'll sit somewhere and have a fish. No matter what, I think, Craig?
Sounds good so far anyway.
It's Sunday today. We're going to stay overnight tonight, and then overnight tomorrow night, come back Tuesday early morning. We might go for some kings in the outer sounds as well, maybe tomorrow morning or Tuesday morning, which is a better forecast, but we'll just make a call as we get, well, we're just going to make a plan as we go, aren't we?
I think so.
But for the moment being, we are making our way out. Right, we just turned up to Spot X. The trip out was actually it was probably more rough from the amount of boats going in. We probably passed 20, maybe 20 odd boats going back, would we? More than that, 30.
Yep.
So we got all the weight coming out. We've got a nor'wester coming in, but we're in the spot at the moment. The nor'wester's coming this way, the wind's going this way, so we're going to sit properly in here. We're going to swing a bit by the looks of it. It's still better than wind against tide. So me and Barty not spiraled into fishing depression. Barty's just talking about his little gurnard. He wanted to catch a gurnard, so he's now, I thought we were going snapper fishing, Barty.
Here we are.
But you want little hooks for your gurneys. Look at that rig, show us that rig. Is that one of my old tide ones?
This is one that I made, that I come up with.
Look at that. So that there's actually a classic one I made years ago. I found a tub full of my old rigs.
How are you taking this? It's my rig.
No, I'm not taking it, it's your rig. But there I've actually used a flash from a normal flash and like the skirts and that from like the snapper snatches. Shit, I came up with that idea. I should have trademarked it on Black Magic. Barty's into that, and look at that. I even spiced it up for you, so you got a J hook and a recurve on there.
Yeah, I see that.
So you got to strike.
So what do I do there?
So you've got to work out which one they've hooked onto, and then strike or non-strike.
See, this is how good I am. I'm going to have to be.
We'll see once you hook up. Check out Barty's tackle box. That's like my grandpappy's tackle box. Did you steal it from my grandpappy, Barty? Sorry guys, if you have a tackle box like this, I don't mean to pick on you. But yeah, I do actually. You've got grandpappy's tackle box. Why I don't use them, and what I should do to rig it up to Barty, is I should leave the hatch undone, and leave it sitting there. Then he'll grab it, pull it, and everything will fall out on the floor. And he'll throw his toys.
You don't even know how to work it.
I've got to stop picking on you and put some bait in the water, don't I? Right guys, so I've got a 5 metre trace onto a Black Magic snap clip there. That's one of the game ball bearing ones there. I just found that now is a bit easier to unclip and clip on. So instead of those fast clips, I've been starting to try and use these on my flasher rigs. Those fast clips were over tangling a bit. It wasn't bad, but just trying something different anyway. And on that rig there, on my trace there, that's 30 pounds. I've got a little ball sinker there, that's 1/2 ounce. And I've got 2 hooks there, and that's a slab of Cuda. That's my new favourite bait. And I'm using J hooks too because of the sharks down here, the 7 gills. So if you hook one of them, they'll just chew through the line. But Barty's got a rig out, and I'm about to rig out. As soon as he got his line in the water, that wind picked up, and it's probably blowing. Oh, it's white capping now, so it's about 13, 14 knots. Story of our life, actually. But it is meant to calm down. And we've got wind and the tide in the right direction, so we're just going for it. It's go time, Bartley. You put your little tackle box away.
No.
Are you still on? What is it? What do you got, pal?
The shark. Might be shark. It's flowing. That's weird, man. There must be a shark. I think I'm getting its tail flipping around down there. Really?
No, you haven't got a shark, Barty. Have you?
Hey?
Is it a shark? Why can't you just say it's a giant snapper fish? That's a big head knot then, though.
I'm still calling it a shark.
It's not running like a snapper, eh?
No, it gave me a couple of good runs.
But it hasn't really smoked line like a snapper, eh? Oh, snapper. It is a snapper. Holy shit.
Silly bastard.
Oh, you jammy.
Oh, is this for a first fish of the day, boys?
Holy shit. Oh. Yeah. Oh.
You like my snap spot now, mate?
Yeah, legendary. That is legendary.
Oh, man.
Was that the recurve hook or the non-recurve?
Non-recurve.
He swallowed that, dude.
Oh, man, that's way down there.
That's why I didn't fight so. That's why I fought with you.
Yeah.
Good going. Dude, that's the Mark Cotton Special Flasher.
No, and I've had to cut it off. I hate it.
You gutted? There might be another random one in there.
I like that green colour.
Good work, pal.
Yeah, you got to take that, don't you?
Yeah. That's
Good
awesome.
Is that video, is it?
That's video.
Yeah. How's that first fish?
Yeah, that's
In the
wicked.
water for 5 minutes.
What'd it take, Barty?
Too good,
I've got so many bags of rigs, I don't actually know which box is the rig I want.
Yeah, I want something real. Oh, I like that green colour, eh? I hope you haven't got the camera on.
Yeah, the camera's running.
Oh, there's another one. You've got another one.
Have I?
What's that little box though?
Just had Aaron, Josh and Steve rock up and say hello. I think they're going to head out wider. For what are they fish? Are they kingy fishing or
I would say so.
or snapper?
Who knows?
Who knows?
They haven't even put a line in the water yet.
They did the old classic, sent Barty a picture of like 6 snapper in a bin. And then they came over and said they got them real quick in Kena, Peru.
They could have chosen a better picture than their little panties though, couldn't they?
Yeah, they could. Oh, there's a dude sitting inside us there.
Yeah, he just got there before.
Alright, yeah, they're just heading off now. Aaron's got the 650 Senator as well. Josh is pretty happy with his 300 litre bin in the back. What are they going to put in there? Oh, you're right there. Sweet now.
I am now.
It's not snapper. I'd definitely call Bobby Gurney on that. Might be one of your ocean sun giant ones, Barty.
I hope so.
Yeah, giant Gurney. Is it giant? Giant?
Only get big ones here. Not bad.
Holy shit. He is big. Look at that. He was on the stray line with he ate a whole pilly.
He ain't 48, it's not over 45.
Oh, 45.
Jesus, this is easy.
Oh, it might be a Kawai.
Mind you, that's got...
It's got snapper nods to it.
What the hell?
He just comes straight up.
That's a big gouda, isn't it?
I don't know.
See how it's constant head nods though? Oh, now there's nothing.
It's sharky looking.
Oh,
Or Cuda.
Gouda.
Oh, Cuda.
I think you want one of those?
Yeah.
Where's your gaff?
Did I bring my gaff?
Don't know.
Uh-oh.
Probably not.
I think I forgot my gaff.
Why are our lines all of a sudden going?
Well, because we swung right around. Look how big that one is. It's a giant. They're loving the stray line. That's Cuda, buddy. That's Coots too.
Oh, yeah.
Shit, they're big carrots here. 8 o'clock report. We caught a giant Cuda, which has been used for bait. But he's got a couple of spiny dogs, and I am 3 carrots in. Good carrots too, actually, but it's real weird that we've still got that nor'wester coming in, but we've got it's like the tide's sort of pushing around, even though it's meant to be coming in. The tide's sort of taking all our chum and burley out that way, so we're going to pull pin on burling and chum now until the tide's meant to change at 10 o'clock. We just can't get right. Barty's back in.
Gouda, must be.
Cuda.
It's on the up.
We've got a live bait down as well on the bottom, a mackie, live mackie. But Cuda hasn't hit him yet, Barty. But yeah, it's pretty quiet. I think it might be another giant carrot. But that took some line for a carrot. Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, I dropped it.
I was going to say, he got off, didn't he?
Well, that's all that's left of the live bait. Cuda got it. Son of a... We are just about to have tea. I'm cooking tea. It's 8:30 now. I just got double spiny dogs on a stray line rig. That trip I did with Knackers, he was giving me shit about the meat I was buying. I won't say where I was getting it from, but it was giving me a hard time about it. Anyway, on his travels around New Zealand, he goes to a shop in Canterbury, a meat shop, every time he goes through and gets a heap of meat, and it's Harris Meats. So he told me to get that, so I ended up going to buy some Harris Meats to try it, because to be fair, most of the meat I have is pretty shit, eh, Barty?
Yeah.
So I've got some Harris Meat steaks I'm going to try. Some 5-star for once. Oh yeah. And we're having that with some mushroom patata tata. You're going to have to deal with my rods, pal. I'm cooking you a delicious meal. What, the meal? Or the rod? The meal you'll definitely want. Ah, some good looking steaks, dude. That is dinner. Harris steak and mushroom patata tartar sauce stuff. And it's going to be good. Barty's into it. We're going to have tea, and we're spiralling into fishing depression now, so we're not sure what we're going to do. The tide's just been a pain, and the carpedo sharks, not carpedo, spiny dogs are in full force. But we'll have tea and ponder. There's fish biting on our lines, but we can't even bother grabbing them, but we're busy eating our awesome steaks. Right, it's just gone 9 o'clock. We had that steak, and I'm probably going to go on about it forever. That was a Scotch fillet steak, and it was so good. We're going to move now. Actually, I've got a bit of a steak coma and mushroom coma. How you doing, Barty?
Yep.
Yeah, there's a few Barty pop-ups happening. We're going to move anyway because the tide's not meant to change till 10, and it's still going that way. So we're just going to try and find somewhere calm to hopefully park up and have a fish anyway. So we'll carry on. You comfy, buddy? You alright? Just gone 10:30. We've gone pulled up to a mussel farm across the top end of Beatrix, and we just parked up now, and we're going to bed, and we'll see you guys in the morning. We're not fishing overnight, there's still a bit of a breeze, so we're going to get up and go back to Spot X and see how we get on in the morning. Hopefully that tide will play ball this time. So see you then. Yeah, it's just coming in around that corner, eh?
Yeah.
We're just debating on, oh, morning everyone, we're just debating on what we're doing. We've come back over to Spot X and we've got a nor'easter coming over, and it's probably about 13 knots.
It's going to be a mistake if we go there.
Here?
Yeah. We're just going to swing in.
Yeah, so we've got rubbish forecast again. The weatherman has got us. Classic scenario. So now we're going to have to fish somewhere where we don't really want to fish. We get all jacked up about a spot, and then you can't fish it. It does get very annoying. Because last night the plan was to fish in that spot all night, but that wind and tide just didn't work out. It seems the incoming tide over here is going out. But that's alright, we'll try and find another spot to fish anyway. Right, we're at the new spot now. Well, it's the spot we come to get out of that horrific nor'easter winds coming through, and it is plagued with the common jellyfish. I mean, there's thousands of them through here. Hopefully that wind's going to swing us round and we might sit right, but I'm not sure what our plan is for today. Well, how are we going to fill in the day, Barty? Are we going to snap a fish all day in the baking sun? Aaron, this is Defiant. Come in, mate. How's it going over there? Aaron and the lads are over in our spot at the moment, or close to in the bay. But we've got the same thing here. We've got quite a bit of surface tide going south, and then we've got an under tide going north, which is the incoming tide. I don't know what it's about. Now we've got the wind sweeping around the corner here, coming up this way, and we've also got the wind going this way, and we've got top tide going that way and under tide going that way. So we have got a complete foobar at the moment. Barty just got a nice carrot, and we're really contemplating on what the plan of attack is, because the boys said it's still quite windy over there as well. It has dropped off a bit, but it looks like the wind's changed direction. But we just brewed up a coffee, and fishing depression is at an all-time, I don't know, I'm probably peaking about 98%, Barty. Yeah, no, I've just gone 99. As soon as I said it, I tweaked to 99%. Where are you at?
I'm still confident.
You're still confident? What, at here? Or getting somewhere to go?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we committed a burley bomb, which we probably shouldn't have, but we're casting out that way, and even though all the jellies and everything on the surface are humming that way, our baits are actually coming with the tide underneath, so it must be pretty strong tide. And we'll just tot round here until that wind maybe dies off, and then maybe try and head over to the other spot again. But she's a bit of a nightmare actually. That is giant. Barty just got a, how big?
53?
How many rigs down are you?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know, probably. I'm don't. This is obviously the one I reused.
Yeah.
3 or 4?
Oh, is that it?
I think so, because I've still got another one in there.
I think I'm 3 or 4. I must be 4 or so rigs as well.
Because there's 2 that, oh no, probably more, because I think there's a hook off one in there as well.
Yeah,
Might be 5.
yeah. Barty just got cooted again, but it doesn't really matter because, oh, chuck us that container, Barty.
Put that up there anyway.
Where am I going to put that?
There you go.
Thanks, Craig. So this is an old box. You guys probably can't see it too well, but there's probably, oh, must be 30, 40 rigs in there that I've pre-made in the past. Bedazzling one that Barty got that. Was that the first snap I got caught on that? That hybrid Mark flasher rig.
Yeah.
So I used to tie my own flashes in that, and then in the end it was way better to just buy Black Magics. So I sold all my my tying gear. And this is a heap of old rigs I found at home. And so I said to the boys, don't worry about buying rigs, you can use all these if you get busted off. And so we're slowly hacking through them, otherwise we never would have used them. So Barty's a couple down and I've started using them now, so we're not too worried if we get busted off. Barty's getting into another one. What colour are you going?
Might go orange.
Chuck them here, I'll show them that one.
Yeah.
There's a bit of Lumo tube on there and all. So I must have made these quite a long time ago. But, oh, the camera's not doing any justice. There you go, guys. So that's an orange one. I've got a bit of skirt on there, like a slow jig skirt, and I've even got some Lumo tube on that bad boy. That's intense, eh? There's all sorts going on there. I've got a little hybrid one on as well. And I kind of just wanted to use the rigs because they just sit there and will never get used otherwise. So I was like, right, committing to using them up. The other boys have just headed out wider and we're sort of just mucking around here, but we wanted to get a giant gurnard and Barty just did that. 52 centimetres. Are we good? Yep. The old classic Mark rigs are slaying the gurnard. That was another probably 46 centimetre gurnard we just released. We've got 6 carats now, so unless it's their ocean going giants over 50, we won't keep any more. We've got 6 carats and 1 snapper and that's enough. We've made a plan of attack. We're going to snap a fish for this afternoon. And then this evening we're going to try a new kingy tactic anyway and try something different. Me and Barty been talking some cunning plans for a while, so one of these plans we're going to put into effect this evening.
That also means
you
probably want to get live baits.
Live baits? Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Which we can do. Out in the middle here there's carwai and all that as well too. We kind of want carwai more than mackies.
I like those mackies.
Alright, well we can load up the livey well. It's all good.
Yeah.
Live baits as well, the plan is. We've got a strategic plan where we're so organised for it. All going well, it's going to work out tonight. That one's even bigger, isn't it?
I don't know. He's the thumper. Whoa. I was like, oh geez, I've got another one.
I'm a bit concerned about how good these old flashes of mine are, dude.
Have a look at that for a carrot. It's right on 50. Pretty much, I think. Just slightly smaller, eh?
It's another gurney.
Oh, sideways, 2 hooks. Oh, he's gone off the boil.
Is it not a carrot?
Yeah, I think so. But it's just a small one. It's not digging in like the other ones.
Not dogging down?
No.
That's a good one too, dude. Man, we're slaying the carrots, eh?
Look at the colours in him. That's cool.
He's almost as orange as the...
Yeah.
Does he think he's eating juvenile carrots? Oh, look at the top rig. It's got nothing left on it, eh?
Any bait on this? He's just gone for that.
The old Mark specials.
Oh.
That's ridiculous, dude.
Yeah.
We are slaying the carrots, eh? That's a 46 centimetre one.
That's average size though, isn't it?
It is average size, yeah. That's well impressive, buddy. That is a giant.
Man, there must be some burner down there, eh?
Yeah.
That's unreal.
That was a double hookup at the same time. Oh, that's awesome. It's that burley. Oh, I got a shark.
Oh, what? What did you do that for?
Ah, here's you telling me about your great side to fish off, and then I get the shark.
It's alright, you keep doing that.
We just had a boat go past us so close. Like, you can probably see the wake at full speed. Like, what sort of douchebag you have to be to go past someone that close? It's so massive. Obviously, we're fishing. I could say it. Anyway, Barty had a spiny dog, so we thought we'd just f with them anyway. And got the net out for it and scooped in. They slowed right down and now they stopped watching us what we're doing. And Barty's giant spiny dog we made look like a 25-pound snapper. But I mean, really guys, if someone's fishing and they're making the effort of doing a burley trail and sitting there parked up, just give them a bit of distance. You don't have to go 30 metres at 25 knots. That's such a dick move. Tide's about to change, so we're going to make our way up around the corner up here and cook brunch. Have a cook up and chill out and maybe have a snapper fish up there. We might get a burley bomb up there as well, I'm not sure. See what it's like, but we're going to go and cook a feed up anyway. Right, we just moved up into the new spot. Going to have Harris Meats bacon and buns. I got a little bit crazy. I went to Foursquare. The Foursquares sell Harris meat anyway, so I went there and loaded up on a heap of different meat because Dad was going on about it. Like on and on about it. What's that? Oh, yeah, so we're now having bacon. Butties, bacon, butty, butty. And we've moved up, we're in deeper water now, 33 metres, and we're actually sitting real good. Not much wind as you can see in the background. We've got about an hour to the tide change and we're going to smash it out here for, we've actually got jacked up and put a heap of brand new Black Magic rigs on, retying leaders, and we're going to put our A game on till about 2 o'clock. From 2 o'clock we're going to load up, try and load up on live baits, and then we're going to make our way out to Barty's Spot 94X and try and implement our plan of attack. But first of all, we're going to have some bacon. Bacon looks good. There we go, that's brunch. Bacon, cheese, cold slauber and a bun. And it's Harris Meats, Dad, so if you're watching this, get off my back, okay?
Pretty hot when you get out in the sun though, isn't it?
Yeah. It's not as bad though. It's just gone 11:30. Tide started going out now. It's not really pushing that hard. But we have started fishing anyway. We waited about an hour for the tide to change and the wind's sort of just blowing us a wee bit, but there's not much going on. Barty just had a hit there and we're going to sit here for a few hours anyway. I don't think the tide's going to start running for another half hour anyway, an hour. And then hopefully we'll catch some bait fish as well. Or big snappers. I bought out a blanket and a couple of clamps and I've got the blanket across the front of the windscreen because I just knew it was going to be hot to stop that sun coming through on us. And it's pretty good actually, it's sort of shaded out the heat coming through the cabin.
Yeah.
What? You got fish on?
How long this thing's been on there for?
Uh oh. Spiny. Was that the one that got the hit? It sounds like a spiny. Spiny dog. Some of that squid we've got's gone pink as well. It's pretty bad, the heat's just baking it. Right, we've got a kingy swimming around the boat. We've got a little mackie. We'll see how long this lasts. Buddy. surely it's not going to be long. Oh, here he comes. Look. Oh! Oh!
Look at, he's hungry. Oh, I've never seen anything like it.
That's impressive, eh?
He is just trying to buff it.
Here, you take it and I'll film with the other camera.
He's like, I'm out of here. It's a flying fish. It's almost too big for him, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. 12:30 update. Not much going on. We've got sou'wester coming through now, pushing us wind against tide. We kind of expected it because the weather just doesn't like us. Every time we get set up good, it goes pear-shaped. But Barty is slaying the mackies all over it. Oh, that's not a bad size one, dude.
You want that one?
I don't know if he went in or went overboard. Well full of live baits now. So we've got to get a few more, then we'll make our way, carry on, go to Barty's Spot X. You might see in the background there a heap of birds. Barty's just working a lure into them, trying to catch a kahawai or a kingfish or anything that swims by. He did hook a seagull feather and nearly conked one on the head just then. But that's a massive flock of seagulls. So it's got a bit choppy actually, so we're just pondering out here in Spot X and seeing if we can't catch a kingfish or a snapper or try and find something that's going on. Oh, that's a gust, Barty.
It's a goodie, isn't it?
Yeah. That is a goodie. It's just gone 4:30. We have got a live bait out and chucking top water lures and just mucking around waiting for the tide to change. We did see some kingies busting up on the surface, but Barty was a bit slow on it to get us into action. But yeah, it's pretty windy. But we're going to stick it out and try and get a kingy. Whoa! That wind's settling down, Barty. Just gone 6:30 and nothing much is happening this afternoon. We've been hunting for kingies, jigging, top water, live baits, everything under the sun, but nothing much going on. We're still on the hunt now. And we'll keep hunting for a while, and then I think we're going to head back into the sounds and park up and go for a snapper overnight. See if we can't get a big moocher. We might go back to Spot X where Barty got that good one. Oh, I'm keen to get up to Peru, but it's too hot up there really and too many boats, so we might go back to that spot and have a fish for the evening. The other lads said it's calm as up there, so we might do that. Well, me and Barty just made our way through the sounds. It was a pretty calm ride through the sounds, and we just pulled up into Peru. We're parking up here for the night and we're going to try and catch a big snapper. We didn't really want to fish up here because we've actually got someone jet skiing or skiing over there. But last night we didn't really want to go to our other spot because that tide was going the wrong direction from what it was meant to do, wasn't it?
Sure was.
So we were kind of like, we don't want it to do the same thing, and we know up in Kenny here the tide runs pretty strong in each direction, so we're just going to park up here for the night and then, yeah, fish as long as we can be bothered. Then get up. We're going to go home pretty early, aren't we, Barty?
Probably.
Yeah, we'll probably go, maybe cut a track about 9 AM or something. Get back early and clean up and, yeah, be done. But let's see how this evening goes. Just had a kingy hit my stray line and busted me off. I had my drag set too high. Classic. But it smoked it. And we are having cheesy beef burgers for tea tonight. We've got the burley out, it's calm, we're sitting right with the tide. Surprisingly, everything is working awesome at the moment. Oh, I'd say, eh?
Yeah.
There's a fair bit of condensation. Even the cameras are all condensated up. Oh well, we just woke up.
Penny over there.
Will be, yeah.
I've just seen something big smashes there.
The amount of bait fish in the water. We had the alarm set for 4:45 and I got up and the tide change was meant to be 5 o'clock, so I just stayed in bed because we thought there'd be a delay for the tide change. And then getting up at 5:45, the tide's still going out. And I think we're about to change now. And it's just gone probably 6:20. And that tide's due to change. And as soon as it sort of changed, we've got a nor'wester breeze come over. So they're going to once again conflict. So me and Barty are probably just going to pull the pin and make our way home. With wind against tide, and before that tide really starts pushing, it's going to be another probably couple of hours. What? Oh, take it. Take it.
There.
Oh no. Oh what? Fish on.
Go away.
Go away. I don't even reckon it's getting to the bottom. That was a kahawai. But yeah, we're sticking it out for much longer. We're just going to cut a track, Barty.
There's not much left in this, is there?
Yeah, we've seriously spiraled and lost motivation. I don't know, what are your thoughts on this trip, Craig? It's still been a good trip, but it's been pretty hard, eh?
Yeah. It would have been good if it was like this.
Yeah. The last morning when we're not organised and slept in. But the tides are so far out.
Yeah,
It's an hour and a half tide.
Still doesn't make sense, really, does it?
No.
And then with what was going on yesterday.
And we thought it was going to be a good trip. All the actions at the start. Or within that big snap at the start with.
Within 5 minutes.
Yeah. Thought it was going to be a humdinger after that. Then that giant kingfish. Gutted. Oh well, I think we're going to pull the pin. Righto guys, thanks for watching. Not the most jam-packed episode. Everything just didn't work out, but them's are the breaks. So stay safe and we'll see you on the next one. We're going to make our way back to Havelock now anyway.